Hey, everybody. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Today, I have the pleasure of interviewing Peach Resurreccion. She is representing Santa Maria, Bulacan in Miss Universe Philippines 2021 pageant. So we're just waiting for her to enter the chat room.
Hi, Rafa.
Hey, Peach, how are you doing?
Doing good.
Great. Nice to see you.
Meet you finally.
Yes, can I ask you to fix your camera because
Okay.
the top of your head is cut off a bit. Perfect. That's
Yes.
wonderful. Wonderful. You know what? The first time I saw your photos, you instantly reminded me of Miss Universe Singapore,
You
Bernadette
know,
Bell.
I got that a lot, a lot.
You? Okay. Well, she's amazing because I had a chance to interview her and
Oh,
she's just a fascinating person, you
wow.
know. So when I saw your picture of you, oh my God, you guys could be like twin sisters, It's just whatever. So are you excited or what? Are you
I am.
excited for the Philippines?
I'm super excited. I'm really, really excited. This is like my second interview ever.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So
So
I think it's great because the more the girls practice, accept interviews from pageant vloggers, the more it really gives them the chance to practice their
that's true.
communication skills and whatnot.
Yes.
So take
Yeah.
advantage. Take advantage of any opportunity that comes your way as far as being interviewed. And don't worry so much about what you're going to answer or how you will respond because it's part of your journey. You
Yeah.
pick up things, new lessons, and you learn from them. But I'm so happy to have finally met you because I've been following you on your social media, Instagram, and I'm checking your Instagram account right now. You have a lot of wonderful photos and images and videos and stuff and everything. So you're quite very active, which is great.
I am.
You are, yeah. So
um,
okay, so your friends know you. Okay, the people, your family knows you, of course. But to those people who do not know you or know a little bit about you, please tell us something about yourself.
Okay. Well, my name is Peach Resurrection. I was actually named Peach because when my mom was pregnant with me, the only thing she could eat were peaches. And it's funny because I do not like peaches at all. Um, I'm a fashion designer. I've had my business for about 5 years. And I am única hija, which means I am the only girl. I have four brothers, and I am dead set in the middle.
Okay.
So,
Oh, do you think that was planned?
no, I think they just kept trying until they got a girl.
Oh, that's too funny. That's too funny. Now, which school did you go to?
I went to Raffles Design Institute.
Okay.
That is a design school, and I really studied fashion design.
Okay.
Um, which was actually my mom was the one who encouraged me to go into the arts. I wanted to take business, and she was
Yeah.
like, "I think you should do design." I'm like, "Really?" It's been great though. Yeah.
So you've never joined any pageant before, correct? So this is your
Never.
first time. How did you get interested in pageants?
The idea of joining pageants was really just born last June. Like if prior to that, I would have never imagined that I would be here. It was actually through a friend who told me that I think you should really join. And one of the things that I picked up during the pandemic was that, you know what, everything is just so uncertain. So why don't you just go for it? And I'm so happy that I did because there's a lot of surprises coming into this that I'm really growing in multiple ways
Mhm.
through the process. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, that's amazing. I mean, I think that's one of the benefits of being in quarantine situation or being in a lockdown, because it really forces you to do things. I mean, you can get bored. Like I know when I get bored at home, that really propels me to do something. because one thing that I hate is not doing anything. I have to do something, even though I'm in quarantine. I can watch flex. I must have watched like 20 Netflix movies like a week because of the lockdown. I couldn't go anywhere, but at least I had my mind going, you know? So,
Yeah.
what were some of the challenges, though, that you had to face before joining a pageant? I know that you have to watch what you eat. What
Mhm.
else? What other challenges did you have to face?
Well, first and foremost, before I joined the pageant, the biggest barrier was the mental barrier of it all, because I never perceived myself to be a beauty queen. And I don't think any of my friends ever saw it coming as well. So I was so afraid of coming into a sphere that I might be trying too hard because it's not who I am. And so I had to overcome that one. And now that I'm here, my biggest challenge is pasarela. It's really so hard.
Wait, are you working with any camp?
Yes, I am with Aces and Queens, but
Okay.
because of the lockdown, we barely have training because it's quarantine again.
Oh, right, right.
So it's
Yeah.
all self-practice right now.
Mhm.
Yeah, and YouTube.
Well, yeah, I've heard of beauty queens, despite the lockdown, they have been viewing a lot of pasarelas, especially from Venezuelan beauty queens and
Yeah.
other Filipino beauty queens, because they're the best walkers, so to speak. So yeah, I mean, keep watching them. Now, would you consider yourself like very sociable and very friendly, Peach?
It depends on the environment. Personally, I really enjoy my alone time, but when I am out in an area, I can be the most like, friendly, like, hi, what's your name? Do you want a
Yeah.
drink? You want,
Okay.
but during the quarantine, you really crave for the social
Mhm.
interaction.
Right. But to your close friends, how would they describe you in three adjectives? Your friends and your family.
Well, I hear crazy a lot, but
Crazy.
crazy in a fun way.
Crazy with a C or crazy with a K?
Crazy. I think brave as well, because I just like to do things head first. And I think also very open-minded. I'm
Okay.
the friend that they can really come talk to no matter what it is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Those three qualities are so important in becoming a beauty queen. So Miss Universe Philippines organization, if you're watching this interview, please notice Peach. Okay, she has all the qualities to become a title holder. Okay. Now, what do you think? Okay, this is something serious. Why do you think you are the best candidate for the Miss Universe Philippines title?
Well, I think because I am such a determined person, and being a business owner, pressure is like second nature to me. I
Mhm.
do not really succumb to pressure easily. It's something that I actually sometimes enjoy. It's like a guilty pleasure, like, oh, so much stress. I'm enjoying this. And pageantry is such it's fun, but it could get very overwhelming, especially
Right.
in the conditions right now.
Mhm.
And so, if you need somebody who's very strong-willed and can handle all that pressure, that's going to be me. And also, one of the things that after joining the pageant, I never was really um, into what's happening in current events. But since joining, our Aces and Queen mentors are really pushing us to really understand the essence of what's going on in the political, social, environmental climate, I really made it a habit to really watch every single morning. As soon as I wake up, I'm going to watch all types of news outlets and just really understand. And I really, feel for what's happening, and I truly, truly care.
Mhm. That's amazing. Now, speaking of media outlets, of course, there are media outlets that tend to be biased. They tend to lean towards a specific political belief system. So, how do you filter out the ones that are quote unquote fake news from the real ones?
Well, it's by the numbers. I would really check the ones that are the big ones. Like I would go to CNN Philippines, CNN World, BBC, and just check if everything is in line, with what this is saying, what this is saying, what this is saying, taking opinions aside, just to get the essence of what each news outlet is reporting on. Then you could kind of already grasp that this is what it's really about.
Is there Fox News in the Philippines?
No, but I
that's a bias right there.
What do you think is sorry, can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure.
For you, what is the least biased news outlet?
I face the same problem because I tend to check all the different media outlets. Because, living in America, we have so many types of media outlets, and it's very hard to filter which ones are the real, which ones are the bad. But for the most part, I tend to trust independent journalists or independent vloggers like Tim Pool. I follow him on Twitter. He has his own YouTube podcast because he used to work for Vice, which is a left-leaning, liberal-leaning media outlet. But I think he became very disenfranchised and he became very disappointed because it became so political. So he wanted to get out. So he became independent. So I would look into independent citizens and independent journalists for one thing. Yeah.
I've never thought about that. Thank you.
So as a aspiring beauty queen, do you look up to role models? Like, do you have any role model beauty queens?
Right off the bat, I can say it's Pia. Pia Wurtzbach is
everybody loves Pia.
Everybody loves Pia. How can you not love Pia?
I know, right?
She's just such a genuine person. And, she also trained with my camp and they have nothing but good things to say. And we've had trainings wherein she would be there and be really supportive about the girls. So, Pia all the way.
Yeah. Have you met her in person?
I haven't.
You haven't? Yeah, okay. I haven't either. So I would love to. Actually, I would love to interview her for my show one of these days. Yeah. Now, according to your bio, you are a fashion designer, and you run your own business. In the age of the pandemic, what do you think has been the most challenging aspect of running a business?
Well, it really derailed my whole direction for my business. And I guess the biggest challenge was how to remain agile in the face of, this prioritization of needs, And so it's really that. How do I stay creative, locked in my home and stay agile and earn and pay for my employees, keep them living? So, you just, the human mind is amazing. You just kind of figure it out. Yeah.
Earlier, you mentioned that you're a very sociable person. What do you like to do for fun? How do you relax?
You know what? As I grow older, the first thing that popped into my head is cleaning. I don't know why.
Cleaning is fun.
Yeah. It's very therapeutic for me. I like doing the dishes. I like cleaning, organizing. So that's my number one hobby during this pandemic is really cleaning, organizing, even my mind, organizing my mind.
Right. Yeah. I like cleaning. I totally agree with you about cleaning being therapeutic because it helps you clear your mind. Not only cleaning, but also, I don't know if you like gardening. I like to garden. When I spend some time, gardening, it takes my mind away from the real world and just focus on myself. Yeah.
You know what? I really tried to garden, to be a plantita for a while, but I think I overlove them. I overwater them. They always just die. I cannot.
But do you talk to your plants? Do you tell them I love you?
I do. Good morning. I even name them. Good morning.
You do?
But they slowly wither away, and I'm helpless.
Oh, that's funny. Well, it's just like any other type of relationships. If the plant doesn't like you, take it as a sign. Okay, Peach, we hate you. Find someone else that you can love. Simple as that. Now, of course, there are things that we don't like to do? Can you name at least 3 things that you would never do ever in your life?
Um, I really can't say what I would never do because I thought I would never do pageants, but yet here I am talking to you. I'm really the type of person that would really try everything at least once, unless they're like really grave sins. But I guess I would never eat balot again because after I opened it up and I saw the chick fully formed, I couldn't anymore.
It's funny because when I interviewed Simone Bornia, she also said the same thing. She doesn't like that thing, that furry thing, that feather stuff. It is pretty gross.
Yeah.
So you have 2 things. What's the third one?
Um, um, I don't know. I would really just do everything. I would never
Okay.
forsake my family because
Okay.
family is everything to me.
Okay, that's good. Now, the original number of Miss Universe Philippines 2021 contestants was 100. Now it dwindled down to 75. And then what's the next elimination? It's like 75 to 30, is that it? Or 75 to 50?
And then 30.
50. Okay. So for the next one, okay, so hopefully you won't get the cut. So this is your chance to tell the whole world what makes you unique from the other contestants, and therefore they need to keep you.
Well, I struggled. I've been asked this before, and I struggle to answer it because I think that each of the girls are very unique in their own ways. However, today I managed to ride my balance board with 5-inch heels.
I saw that. I think I saw that video. Wait a minute.
I don't think any of the other girls can do that. For that reason,
that in itself is a very unique talent, by the way. If you had a talent competition, that would be your talent right there. If I were to judge the pageant, I would definitely, okay, I like what that girl is doing. She caught my attention. She's definitely going to make my list. Now, you're a millennial, okay? What do you think is the biggest problem facing your generation today?
I went through my quarter life in a pandemic. And, when you are in your mid 20s to, I guess, early 30s, that is the time when you're kind of really rooting yourself into what you do and kind of truly figuring out your place in the world.
Mhm.
And since COVID hit, things just was a whirlwind, everything was just gone. And I think that's the biggest thing is trying to establish yourself in a time where everything is just so uncertain and you really don't know where to go. And so that's really the struggle is I feel for us, for the millennials right now, is to be okay, not being okay.
Mhm. Right.
Okay with the uncertainty. Yeah.
Mhm. Of course, as an aspiring beauty queen, people expect you to reach out to the community. What is your advocacy? What is your platform?
Well, ever since I was young, my family has been a foster home for abandoned children. So since I was 2 years old, we would take in these kids one at a time, and we would take care of them until they would be matched for adoption abroad. And each child would stay with us for about a year to 2 years, and we ended up having 10 kids with us. And on the 10th kid, we decided to adopt him. And it was because of me, because I was so attached to my now brother. His name is Santino. And I was 16 and I would feed him his bottle. I would change his diaper. He would sleep in my room after school. I was basically a teenage mom. Mm-hmm. And so this is really something that I'm advocating for, because I feel like we really need proper family planning and sex education in the Philippines. Responsible parenthood. And, that's something that's very, very close to my heart. And yeah, that's definitely where I'm headed towards and what I advocate for.
Do you have any fears? If so, what is your biggest fear?
I read a quote a few years ago that said, on your last day on earth, the person you've become will meet the person you could have been. And that really freaked me out because that's the hustle culture. You know, I have to be this person, I have to be on top of my game, I have to be who I envision myself to be. Again, because of the pandemic, things don't pan out, you know, the way
Right.
that you think it would. And so my biggest fear now is to have lived my life not appreciating what I have in the present, not being present in my life, like not being present enough for my mom, or not feeling the sun enough on my skin, or smelling the fresh air, or listening to
Mhm.
the birds, you know. Just on my deathbed, if I just look back in my life and I realize that I was in my mind the whole time, that would be the worst thing for me.
You know what? I totally agree with you 110% because people, especially a lot of us, live in a very hectic existence that we tend to forget what is right in front of us. You know, our loved ones, our friends, you know, our job, anything that really gives us happiness in our lives. We tend to just forget everything about it because we tend to rush and do
Yeah.
other things for tomorrow's sake. No, 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 no. Focus on what is in front of you right now and
Yes,
seize the day and make the most out of it and never regret. Because if you don't focus on what's present, then you will regret your life forever. So yeah.
exactly.
Mhm. So that's amazing. I totally agree with you. Now, okay, here's a more controversial question. What is your take on same-sex marriage?
To me, you know, how I would define marriage is the celebration of and confirmation of the love two people have for each other. And note, I say people. So whether it be with man, man, woman, it doesn't matter. You know, it is a celebration of their love and their union. And so we should celebrate that because they want to celebrate that.
Mhm. Wonderful. But do you ever think that same-sex marriage will be legalized in the Philippines, considering the country is still very conservative?
Um, I of course I hope that it would, but not yet. You know, not it won't happen yet because as we know, the church is very tied to the church and state thing is very
Right.
you know,
They're the
happen.
best of friends. Yeah.
Yes, right now. You know, but I did hear that the divorce bill has just been passed today. So, you know, progress, you know. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So so people can divorce now in the Philippines.
I think the bill, yeah, was just passed a few hours ago. So
Oh, okay. That's interesting. Yeah, that is quite a good progress, so to speak.
yeah, that's good progress.
Another another controversial question. What is your position on allowing transgender women to compete in Miss Universe Philippines or in any pageant for that matter?
Yeah. Actually, like I thought that there was gonna be one that was gonna be joining this year. Unfortunately, I don't think she was able to get her proper documents or something
Mhm.
like that. But personally, I wanted a transgender woman to be in our camp with us because I'm pretty sure that she's embraced her inner femininity more than I have mine. And so I would really love to learn from them. I think they're beautiful. And I think that pageants are a celebration of the multidimensionality of womanhood.
Mhm.
And so, you know, having a transgender woman would be amazing. For me personally, yes.
Okay, that's wonderful. Well, as long as she has transitioned completely, that's fine. You don't want anything weird or
Of
bizarre
course.
going on. Okay. Now, um, okay, you come from Bulacan,
Mhm.
a town called Santa Maria, Bulacan. What are the current like social problems that your town or your province is facing right now, and how do you solve them?
I think you know, in all small towns, there is a lack of programs for upskilling people. You know, I think that the Philippines is a very, very, very rich country in resources. However, we have just not managed to kind of put it to use. And so, I think if there could be programs to upskill our workers there, it would be great, and also, Bulacan is known for their chicharon and their pastillas. I really love the pastillas, but there is also no, it's very stagnant there. It's not world class because there's not enough marketing, or they don't really teach them the proper tools to get it out there. And so, yeah, it's really about upskilling, as with every other city.
Okay. I think it can be done if we all put our hearts and minds into it. Nothing is impossible these days, right? All together, and there's force in numbers.
Yeah,
Totally, totally. Now, okay, here's an interesting question. If a potential employer looked into your social media account, what would they find out about you just by looking at your Instagram or Facebook?
I think, they'd see that I am a very creative person. I share my creativity and my work there all the time. I think they think I really like swimsuits because I do like the beach.
Right.
And I think that they find me very eclectic. My posts are very different from each other, and a personality. Yeah.
Well, as a fashion designer, how do you define your personal style?
Eclectic.
Eclectic, okay. Duh.
Yeah.
Okay.
My aesthetic is always centered around local weaves. I like to make them in a way that's very streetwear like, something that the kids would wear. Because I think here we have this notion that if it's local weaves, only the titas would wear it. But my goal is to have it look cool and whatever the terminology nowadays are.
Well, I think cool is still a very popular term. Okay. Cool looks so cool, man. I hear it all the time. Now, of course, I think there's an uptick in terms of the COVID cases, not only in the Philippines but all over the world. So, even though the vaccine is available, it has not 100% effectively fought the disease, the virus. Now, do you think that every person has the right to choose whether or not to get vaccinated?
I do believe that in bodily autonomy. I think that they should have the right to choose. However, I think this is a matter of weighing risks over benefits. And in times like these, when your decision could potentially affect other people's lives, your loved ones, or even your own life, you should take a hard look at community compassion instead, and really put the community first, because we're not going to be able, it's not going to end unless we help each other. And I think this is the time to really be selfless.
Okay, good answer. I think a lot of people would agree with you. I know, I live in America, and I think, given that this is the land of the free, Americans are so obsessed with individual liberties. And like what you said, the importance of bodily autonomy, this is my body, my choice. And so, yeah, but I would probably hate the idea of mandating everyone to take the vaccine, because everybody's different. Everybody reacts differently to drugs or substances that have been injected into their bodies. So I think that's one thing that we also have to consider. That's great. Are you currently reading a book?
Yes, I do love to read, but right now I'm reading a book suggestion by our Q&A coach, Callie. She's suggested we read this book called Know My Name, and it is about it is authored by Chanel Miller, and she is one of the victims of Brock Turner, the Olympic gold medal swimmer.
Okay, right.
It's basically a peek into what's been running through her mind when she was going through the whole process of whether she's going to speak about it or not, and what happened after, and all of that, and to basically get a glimpse of what goes on in a victim's mind, and you really find huge appreciation for it.
Mhm. Okay, that sounds like very interesting. If you could go back in time, what advice would you give to your younger self? If you were to talk to like a 6-year-old Peach, what would you tell her?
I tell her to be nice, to be kinder, because I really, I think I was really a devil child when I was still growing up. I was very spoiled. I was very entitled, because I was the only girl. And I really did have an attitude problem when I was younger. And so thankfully I grew out of it, but I really would ask her to be a lot kinder, especially to my younger brother back then.
Why did you used to beat up your younger brother?
Well,
You don't have to answer it,
no
so
comment.
no comment. Now, of course, during the lockdown and the quarantine, we all learned something new online. I'm sure you did as well. Now, if you could teach a new class in school online, what would you teach?
Self-affirmations and meditation.
Okay.
That's really helped me a lot through the pandemic. And, it really helps, balance you out and build your confidence as well. And as a beauty queen, you really need a lot of confidence.
Of course.
Yeah.
Totally. Do you prefer texting or face-to-face conversations?
I am a horrible texter, as in,
Horrible texter.
yes, like I can go weeks without replying to you. So face to face, I mean, how can you get my charm if we're not talking face to face?
Or just dial the damn phone and just talk voice to voice. Why do you have to worry about texting?
Honestly, like I have anxiety as well when it's calls. Like I don't know why.
That's funny. We all need makeup. I know I need makeup. I'm actually wearing a foundation right now to hide my blemish, to hide my imperfections. Now, what 3 makeup products you cannot live without that you always have to have?
I don't know if it's considered makeup product, but sunscreen is very, very important to me. Is that not
No, that's not a makeup product. No, it's a skincare product, but not a makeup product.
okay? Mascara, because I
Okay.
don't have any eyelashes. Um, um, brow pencil,
Brow
because
pencil.
yes,
Mhm.
and lip gloss.
Lip gloss.
Yeah.
Okay. You have very full lips. Are those natural?
Yes.
No Botox, no silicone injections,
No,
none
but
of
I
that
have
stuff.
thought about it,
Yeah.
but my friend said I didn't need it, so.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, your skin is flawless. So yeah,
Thank
it's amazing. It's amazing. Now, last question, Peach. What makes you happy?
you know, um, seeing my mom happy, because it hasn't been an easy time for her, this pandemic, and today was a very, very good day for her. And I saw her cook, I saw her garden, I saw her do a lot of things. And it really, my day was great as well because I saw her really happy today. Yeah.
Would you consider her your best friend?
Love-hate relationship with my mom, but yes, yeah.
Well, no relationship is perfect, right? So
Yeah,
there
because
you
I don't have
go.
any sisters. She's the closest to a sister that I have as well.
Oh, okay. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Let's play a game, Peach. Do you like to play games? I do.
Yes. Any type of game.
All right. This first game is called This and That. You know the rules. I just say 2 things and you choose what you think is best. Coffee or tea?
Coffee, black coffee.
Black coffee. That's very interesting. Okay. You know what? It's funny because there are days where I prefer black coffee to, let's say, coffee with cream or sugar, because coffee wouldn't be real coffee if you put something in it, right?
Yes, I really enjoy black coffee.
Black coffee.
I have it like 3 times a day.
And the Philippines has some of the best coffees in the world. Let me
Barako
tell
is
you.
my favorite.
Yeah, me too. I like Morocco. Yeah. Okay. Coconut oil or olive oil?
Coconut oil, because I could also like use it on my skin,
Good. And on your hair too.
my hair too. Yes.
And you know, you can all some people use coconut oil to wash their mouth. It's
Really?
called, yeah, it's called, I think it's pulling. Yeah, that's what you
Okay.
do. Brush your teeth with coconut oil. It's one of those versatile products, which is great. BMW or Mercedes Benz, baby.
I'm not a car enthusiast, but I guess I'll go for the BMW.
BMW. All right. Orange juice or calamansi juice.
Lemon juice, freshly squeezed, of course.
And it's great with dishes, especially fish or whatever, right? So that's good.
Yeah.
Dog or cat, baby?
I have 6 cats.
Can you name all names? All of them?
Yes, there's Irie, there's Bella, there's Gunther, there's Shiva, there's Onion, and oh my God, Romeo.
Who's your favorite?
Irie. Irie's my favorite. She's the mom of all the other cats.
Okay, well, there you go. There you go. Singing lessons or dance lessons?
Dance lessons. Although I
Dance
can
lessons.
I can do neither. Dancing would be preferable, so like it helps me with my pasarela.
You know, the best dance to help you with your pasarela is salsa.
Salsa, really?
Yes, because it involves a lot of hip movement. So start listening to Puerto Rican or Dominican salsa music and just like, you know, let go of yourself, you know,
Okay, that's
dance
really
as if it's the end of the world, you know.
that's what I do when I party with my friends. I'm really a hippie kind of dancer.
Money or love?
Money.
Money. Okay.
Yes.
Which is perfectly understandable, you know, because
Money.
love can wait, you know, you know.
I gotta love myself first.
Exactly. Totally agree. Okay, what is your favorite color?
Black. I really like black. Is that not a color?
Interesting. I think some people would say that neither black nor white is a color because it's at both end of the
Yeah.
spectrum. So, okay, besides black, what would be your other favorite color?
Red, because red really looks good on me. It
I think
really,
it does. Yeah,
yeah.
I think it does. So, are you giving us a hint of the color of your gown?
You know what? I tried to convince my designer that I wanted red, but he said it. No.
But wait a minute, you're a fashion designer. Aren't you supposed to be designing your own gown?
I'm making my national costume.
Oh, you are. Okay. Okay. Oh, I can't wait to see it. That's amazing.
Yes, I'm so excited.
What is your favorite flower?
Baby's breath.
Hmm.
Yes.
That's very interesting. I've never heard of anyone saying baby's breath is their favorite because usually baby's breath is they're just like sort of like a decoration, like a
Yeah, yeah,
what do they
yeah.
call it? Like what they call a filler flower.
I think it's because I like the smell of baby's breath.
Okay,
Like I really wait for
that
the
makes
baby to
sense.
be born.
Okay, I'll take it. That's fine. What is your favorite holiday?
Christmas, for sure. It's a
Christmas.
time to be with
Yeah,
family. Yeah.
yeah, I agree. It's also the time where you actually gain the most weight.
Thank God pageant season isn't around that time.
I know. Remember, Christmas in the Philippines begins in September, so it lasts till what, mid-February or something. So
Yeah.
imagine all that food that you're stuffing your face with. You know, come on. What is your favorite music?
Rap.
Really? Can you rap? Can you do some rap right now?
I could, but all the rap songs I know are vulgar.
Okay. All right. So we don't want that coming from a beauty queen's mouth. Okay. So forget about it. What is your favorite word?
Word. That's tough. Um, I don't know. I really like a lot of words. Sorry. This is tough. Sorry. Sorry
Sorry.
is my favorite word.
Okay, because sorry is universal. Everybody knows what it means, right? And it also shows your humility.
Yeah.
The fact that you're acknowledging your flaw, your mistake, which is amazing. Okay, sorry is Peach's favorite word. Second game, Peach. Would you rather? Would you rather have more time or have more money? I know what you're going to say.
Yes, I'd rather have more money.
Have more money, especially in the age of the pandemic. We all need to survive. Good. Would you rather know all of the world's languages or speak with animals, especially with your cats?
Or speak with animals, I think that with humans we can talk beyond languages, but with the animals it's a whole lot different.
I totally agree because I'm an animal rights advocate. I really believe that if every animal spoke like humans, there would be less cruelty and less animal abuse because we would know exactly how they feel.
Yeah.
So
Is it
hopefully,
true that
yeah.
elephants cry? It's
I
true, right?
know
Yeah.
they do cry. Even dogs. I think to me, dogs represent the best qualities in humans because they're loyal, they're faithful, they don't judge you, and they shower with unconditional love. So maybe,
Yeah.
so maybe all humans should behave like dogs. Pam. Just a theory. Now, would you rather be married to a 10 with a bad personality or a 6 with an amazing personality?
I am a huge personality girl. Like,
Or
I don't have a type. I really can fall in love with the personality, no problem.
would you ever marry someone who's prettier than you?
Yeah, of course. It's gonna be even better for me, right? You just get to look at them all
Yeah,
day.
but then you would worry about the other woman, like looking at your man. You know what I mean? And
They can look all they want. I know I got the personality to back it up.
they can look, but they cannot touch, baby. Would you rather be able to see 10 minutes into your own future or 10 minutes into the future of anyone but yourself?
Mine. Mine for
Okay.
sure. Yeah. That
Okay.
solves all
All
the
right.
uncertainty issues.
Exactly. Yeah. We all want to know, what's happening in our lives at least 10 minutes from now, what to expect. That's good. Would you rather always be 10 minutes late or always be 20 minutes early?
As an avid late person, I would rather be 20 minutes early because I know how much my friends get so pissed off at me because I'm perpetually late.
I agree with you because you know what? My time is also precious. I don't want to wait on people. It's just not my nature. If
Yeah.
we agree on a specific time, let's say 8 o'clock on the dot, we will have to meet at 8 o'clock p.m. on the dot, not 8:01, not 7:59, 8 o'clock. Okay. I know. I tend to be very strict with time. Now, would you rather see what was behind every closed door or be able to guess the combination of every safe on the first try?
Combination. It all goes back to money.
Exactly. People listen to Peach. She's very practical. Money. Last one. Would you rather be a famous fashion designer or a famous beauty queen like Pia?
I'd still rather be a famous fashion designer. Because that's really my passion. And for me, I'll just expound on this a little bit. For me, if I do get on stage and I get to wear my national costume, representing me on the biggest stage where my clothes will be shown, it is like would be my crowning moment already. Just that.
Yeah, that's a great answer. And you know what? Not only that, but being a famous fashion designer, you get to dress beauty queens as well.
True. That's
You know,
true.
so
Yeah.
that's yeah. So I'm sure you will become a very famous fashion designer. I can just feel it.
Thank you.
And I think I've never spoken to anyone who's so spontaneous and so relaxed and so articulate like you are, because it's just amazing. I mean, I'm so it's wonderful that Miss Universe Philippines organization was able to receive as many as high quality contestants this year, and it's going to be very tough selecting the cream of the crop this year. It's just going to be very tough. Now, before I let you go, is there a message that you would like to transmit to your fans, to your followers, and to the rest of the world, Peach?
Well, first and foremost, I would like to thank everyone for getting me to top 75. I know that this is not something that we've envisioned myself doing, but I'm so glad that I've gotten so much support from everyone. But I do hope that there are a lot of pressing matters around the world that's happening right now, and I hope that we can continue to stay informed and really listen to what's going on in the world, because above all, in this really trying times, we really need to unite and be more compassionate towards each other, because it's very disheartening whatever has been happening here. But I do hope that as I continue to go through this journey, that you guys would continue to stand by me, and it also inspires and uplifts everyone's spirits as well. And thank you so much, Rafa, for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for gracing my show. You've been such a wonderful delight. It's like you're like an angel that dropped from heaven all of a sudden, just radiated my entire channel, so to speak. So thank you. So I wish you the best of luck. And then once this video is uploaded to my YouTube channel, I will tag you so you can review it, and you can share it with your followers and stuff and everything. So Critical Beauty Salon followers, please follow Peach Resurreccion on her journey to Miss Universe Philippines 2021 crown. I'm going to include the links to your social media accounts, your Instagram and your Facebook, in the description box below. So please follow her and support her. Listen, have a wonderful evening. I think it's almost 10 o'clock p.m. in the Philippines, I think. I think you're past your bedtime, right? So,
it actually did ring. My phone was like bedtime reminder.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
So you have to go to bed. Well, you have to get rid of your makeup stuff and then go to bed, right? And drink plenty of water, before you go to bed. That's great.
Stay hydrated.
Yeah. So I'm gonna send you the biggest virtual hug and the best of luck. Okay. Have a wonderful sleep tight, sleep well, and we will be following you on your journey to the Miss Universe Philippines grounds. Okay. So the best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. It was fun and nice to meet you. Take care, honey.